My name is Joseph, and today I'll be walking you through creating an HTML folder. And then inside the HTML folder, we'll be creating an HTML file. So let me walk let me walk you through how to create an HTML folder containing an HTML file. So what you will do first is that you create a folder, as you can see on the screen. You create a folder, you call it any name, and inside the folder, open it. Let me open my folder. I don't know why it's taking time to load. I don't have any file inside the folder. So after creating the folder, is the folder. Go and open your VS Code. This is our VS Code. And then the VS Code, the VS Code is one of the um, coding editor used in writing code. So I want you to go and open that file, that folder we created. This folder we created. Go to your VS Code, go and open that folder. So how do you open the folder that you just created? You go to file and you go to open folder. So you look for the file, sorry, you look for the folder, and the folder we created the folder in the desktop folder. So this is so the folder I created is called Joseph under dev. So this is the name of the folder we created. So you click on it and then click on select folder. As you can see, that the folder is open now in our VS Code. So this is the name of the folder. As you can see, this is the name of the folder Joseph underscore dev. So to create a file inside the folder, there's an icon here. If you over it, it will show you the name of the icon. For this one, it's called new file. For this icon, it's called new folder. So to create a file inside this folder, you click on the new file. So when you click on new file, so we'll be giving the file name index.html. So as you can see, the file has been created. This file that we just created now is inside this folder. It's inside the Joseph underscore dev folder. So we created the file inside the folder. So we call it index.html. So the reason why it has .html is to tell you that the file we just created is an HTML file. It's an HTML file. So in HTML has a structure, has a building block. So to start writing HTML, you must write down, you must create a building block for writing the HTML. So to create a structure inside that file, on your laptop, I want you to click. Make sure you are inside your VS Code. Make sure you click Shift and exclamation just once. It will bring down a drop down. So that drop down, as you can see on my screen, just click on this first one. When you click on the first one, it, it will give you an HTML structure. So in everywhere in the world, this is how HTML is big, is structured. Anywhere in the world, this is how HTML is structured. So let me remove this for now. Let me remove this one. So in HTML, we have the head and we have the body. Let me separate it. So I said we have the head and we have the body. Everything that comes here, hello world, anything that is within this body is what you will see in your browser. So let me remove this. Hello world. Okay. Anything that is placed between this body, this is the opening tag of the body, this is the closing tag of the body. Anything that is placed between the body, the content that will be displayed in the browser. So, but in the head, most of the time, you won't see this in your browser. The only place you can see this in your browser is on your tab. I will show you where you will see them very soon. So this is the head tag or the head part. This is the head part. This is the header part. Sorry, this is the head part. I said HTML structure contains two important parts: the head and the body. So everything within the body will be seen in your browser. So most of the time, everything in the head will not be seen in the browser, but there are some few things you will slightly see in your browser that are inside this head tags. So in order for you to view this content, this content that is inside this index.html file, we have something in VS Code. We call it live server. You can install the extension for you to view to view your your HTML file. There's an extension, and for you to install an extension in VS Code, you go to this tab called, as you can see, this tab called extension. It's a tab. It's a tab. You click on it, and then you search for the you search for live server. Live server. So this is the one you click. You just click on this. This is live server. You click on this, and then as you can see, because I've already installed it, so there's no need for me to install it any longer. So that's what you do. Let me repeat what I said now. I said you go to install an extension in VS Code. You go to the extension tab. This is the extension tab. You click on it. You type the name of the extension you want to install. For example, now where you installed live server. So this live server, you click on the live server and then go and click install. That's all. So it's very simple. So for example now, if I want to view this this file in my browser, I'll just click on the file. I click on the file and it will bring a drop down. As you can see, the first tab on my drop down is open with live server. If I click on open with live server, it will go and open a, a live server for me in my browser. That's it. It it's trying to open it. Let us give it some minutes or some seconds because this is my first time of opening it. That's why it will take a longer time. So as you can see, it open on my see as you can see the live server has been opened on my browser. I'm using Chrome browser. As you can see, hello world. So in my VS Code I put hello world. As I said earlier, everything you put between the body is what you will see in your browser. See, as you can see, the hello world is it hello world. So so to see, if you can see in your head region, in this head region, see if you can see, we gave this one title. Let us give it a a name, a name. So the good thing about the live server is that it will help you reload anytime you make a change in this your document, in this your file. It will make a change for you immediately in your browser. Let us as you can see, you can see the tab, this the title tab on your browser. You can see the content, anything you put between the head tab, the head tags, the head element, anything you put between your head element cannot cannot be seen in the body. So the only place you can see them is either you see them on the title bar of the browser. For example now, our training. You can't see the training here within the body of this browser. You can't see the only thing you can see here is anything you put in the body in the body element. Anything you put between this place, between this body. So so congratulations. You just created your first HTML or your first programming language. Congrats. Okay. Another method that we can use to view our file, the content of our file or the content of our HTML file in the browser without using the live server is to go back to the folder. This is our folder, and click on the folder, open it. So as you can see, inside my folder, this Joseph underscore dev, I have my index.html. As you can see beside the index.html, I have my Chrome browser on it. If you want to open it, if you want to open this HTML in another browser, you can click on it and then right click. You click on it and then right click. If you know that you don't want to open it with your own default browser, you click on it and said okay, come to open with you can open it with Google Chrome, you can open it with Internet Explorer, you can open it with Microsoft Edge. In short, you can open it with any browser. As you can see, the other drop down is not a browser. The VS Code the VS Code is not a browser. So I can't open the VS Code. The VS Code is an extension. So to open it with another extension, sorry, to open it with another browser, as you can see, I'm using Chrome browser. This is what is showing. But if you want to open it with another browser, you can right click on it and then click on open with, and then you can choose any browser you have on your system. So because I love Chrome browser, what I will do is that I'll just double click on this file, and it should take me to my browser. As you can see, okay, it said Chrome browser, it said Google Chrome, okay. I can click okay. Sometimes it may take you directly to the, as you can see, this is my the content. This is my content, and this is the title. I'm coming. As you can see, the browser has been opened and it's now showing us hello world. So there are two ways of opening your file in your browser. It's either you use the live server or you go back to your folder and then double click on your file in your folder. You go back to your folder and open the folder and double click on the file.